Hi guys, thanks for tuning in. It's been a while and I am happy to be in front of you again sharing some thoughts. Hopefully they are helpful thoughts. I have opened my office in Hershey, Pennsylvania, and it's a great place, and we're hitting the ground running. So the thought I'd like to share with you is obviously interpersonal, because most of the stuff we talk about ends up being interpersonal one way or another. So the thought that I'd like you to kind of digest here is, what could I use other than X, Y, and Z to respond? So sometimes we find ourselves in tough interpersonal relationships. And we don't leave those relationships in ways that we are proud. If we work together, you'll know that I often challenge you to think about your behavior, right? I want you to be mindful and insightful and know why you're doing so that it's not impulse. Why you're doing what you're doing so that it's not impulse. So sometimes in hard situations, hard interpersonal situations, we make remarks or we respond or we disengage. And if we think about it, we're probably not treating that person the way that we need to be treating them, or we're not respecting ourselves by disengaging and not confronting. So the question, what could I use other than to respond? So let's think about an example. So let's say that I have a coworker who doesn't file her reports the way that she needs to. And instead of responding to her graciously or kindly, I disengage with her. I maybe I don't say hello to her, or maybe I'm rude to her. Either way, I'm not treating her or myself well in doing that. So the question, how else can I respond? Well, what could I use? Maybe I could use grace. Maybe I could use a frank conversation. Maybe I could use a kind conversation. So my answer to that question would vary from your answer. But even us taking a minute to think about those questions, and this question will improve the way that we treat other people and improve the way that we treat ourselves, because it is important to respond to your emotional context. And it's a good way to honor both you and that other person. Hope this is helpful. Thanks for tuning in.